In this video, I'm going to see if paying a lot of money for a hotel is actually worth it. I just got back from a few days away in Toronto, and I wanted to see if it's worth it to stay in a really expensive hotel or if it's just a waste of money. So I booked 2 hotels for 2 different nights. The first hotel cost about $100 and the second hotel cost more than $1,000 a night. And I want you to watch this entire video to see if it's worth it. After a late night flight into Toronto Pearson, I needed some sleep. So I headed to my first hotel by hopping onto a shuttle that I found completely by accident when I stepped outside of the arrivals gate at the airport. I was staying at the Best Western Plus Toronto Airport Hotel because my flight was getting in late and it was close to the airport. So that meant that I could check in quickly, and I headed up to see my room. So right now we're in the room that cost me about $100 US a night, and I want to give you a little tour. So when you jump in, the very first thing you're going to see is this nice little closet area. Pretty straightforward, pretty standard. You've got this sit down area here where you can take off your shoes, leave a bag and stuff. Obviously the washroom is here. Nice feature where they have the handle here and the spout there. Coming in, you're looking at the bed area, nice, wide, comfy. Did what it needed to do. We've got small TV, didn't even have it on. I think there's a microwave, some drawers. You've got a fridge here. A nice workstation that I used for a little bit. Spot to sit. This fan that I can't figure out, and it just kept going all night. And then the view. The hotel also offered a restaurant which looked quite full, a small fitness room, and a pool. But I didn't spend any time there as I was trying to get some rest, since this was just as much of a work trip as it was a vacation for me. My stay at the $100 hotel room did the job. It was a safe place to sleep, the staff were friendly, and I took the free shuttle to and from the airport, and there was only really one small critique that I had. Around 4:45 in the morning, I woke up to hearing whoever was in the room beside me talking for a little bit, and it lasted for a while, and I really don't know if they had just gotten from a flight, maybe their flight was delayed or what, but I could hear them talking like basically I was in the room with them, and I just rolled over eventually and fell asleep. I didn't make a big deal out of it because they were probably just as tired as I was, or at least that's what I heard them say. One thing that surprised me was that I thought I would hear planes landing and taking off all night because I was right beside the airport, but I didn't hear a single one, and that was a nice surprise. I took the UP Express downtown and I made my way to my second hotel, the luxurious Shangri-La Hotel Toronto, which is always rated one of the best hotels in Toronto, and from my experience, I can definitely understand why. Now, anyone who saw me walk into the lobby would have been able to see that this was obviously my first time to the hotel, because when I was entering the lobby, I couldn't find where the check-in counter was at first because it wasn't like I was used to. It was a much more elegant and intimate setting, which saw a concierge invite me to his desk to arrange the details of my stay. And from the moment that I stepped in that hotel until the moment that I left, the service was top-notch, and it's really set the bar very high for my future hotel stays. My concierge checked me in early, and I headed up to my deluxe 1-bedroom suite. So I just checked into my room at the Shangri-La Hotel, and you're getting the live reaction as I go around this room right now. So I'm walking into the room, and behind me is the closet space. You can see down there I had my bags delivered because I checked in early, so that's always a bonus when that happens. Check out this living room area. So here you go. Got a nice place to have friends over, I guess. All this stuff. You've got this nice desk, workstation. Looking back at the TV and display. So I think just this room alone is probably the same size as what my entire room was back at the other hotel, but that makes sense if you're getting a more expensive room. You're looking over here. Looks to be like a kitchenette type area. You've got coffee, you've got water, you've got chips, you've got stuff, I don't even know what that is. Alcohol, obviously. Down here looks like a fridge for wine, pop, other things. Some cupboards. And you can just tell from these cupboards how well made things are. Let's jump over here into the washroom. You've got a shower. You've got sink. Toilet, everything. And this is the bedroom. What is going on? Closet over here. So you've got like a walk-in closet. It's got a door, slides out. You've got your safe there to store things. What is this? Closet. Lights. Oh. Okay, cool. Lights. Here's the bed. Nice TV. Sitting area. Take a look at that. They kind of prop open the doors. Oh my goodness. I don't even like this is crazy. What is the difference? Oh no. The floor is heated. That feels so good. It's got to be heated. Bathtub. What's this? Oh. Separate spot to use the washroom. Cool. And then your shower. This is a tub that I can actually fit in. Some other things to mention about my stay here are that their lobby was incredible and it really came alive at night. I didn't take any videos for the privacy of the other hotel guests, but they had a band playing some jazz, everyone was dressed up, and it seemed to have a really good time. It also seems like it would be a great place to network, but I chose to catch a Blue Jays game with a friend instead. But next time I'm there, I'm going to make it a priority to go down and spend some time doing some networking in the lobby. The Bosque restaurant is located on the lobby level, and I was able to get a tour of the health club, which included an air-conditioned gym overlooking downtown Toronto through a huge glass wall, a pool, sauna, steam room, and this is all located right beside the Mirage Hammam Spa, something else to add to my next visit. A big thing I realized during my stay at the Shangri-La was the amount of detail that went into making my experience top-notch. I was greeted with alkaline water when I arrived for my check-in. Every staff member I spoke with was extremely courteous during my visit, and I even had 6 different pillows to choose from, each with a specific description as to why I should choose one over the other. And after the baseball game, when I came back to my room, I discovered that my bed was ready for me thanks to the evening turn down service. And this is a first for me. It was something that I had never experienced before and could definitely get used to. And I just found out that everything I need to know, whether it's information about the hotel, whether it's the menu for the restaurants, is all controlled here through this iPad. Other details like flashlights underneath the nightstand, a TV in the mirror, or a bath menu kept me shaking my head in amazement every time that I found something new. Man, it's crazy. Comparing this stay to the first night, the only critique that I had prior was about hearing my neighbors in the middle of the night, and I have to say that while staying at the Shangri-La, I couldn't hear anyone else. So now it's a time to answer the big question. Is it worth it to pay for a really expensive hotel? I think both of these hotels were worth the experience, and I would stay in both of them again, honestly, and this is why. Number one, location matters. If I was flying in or out of the airport and I needed a place to sleep, the airport hotel does exactly that. And if I needed to be downtown to attend an event or for business or some other reason, you can't beat the location of the expensive hotel. Number two, service makes a difference. Now, you can have good service anywhere, regardless of what you pay for a hotel room. And that should honestly be the expectation, even though we all know that's not always the case. In my experience, the staff that I spoke with at the first hotel were pleasant, and I had phenomenal service at the second hotel, but nothing happened at either of the two locations I stayed in that would make me not want to stay there again. So that is a plus. I don't know if the staff were more enthusiastic at the luxury hotel because they might have thought that they might get a bigger tip or not. That's just me guessing. But either way, they went above and beyond, and I really appreciated it. Number three is something I'm calling the price percentage. This is ultimately the determining factor of whether or not I think getting a really expensive hotel room is worth it for someone. If the price of my hotel room is a significant percent of my paycheck coming in, then I'm going to look for another option. But if it isn't, I do think it's worth it. I see too many people working too hard to spend their entire paycheck on a hotel room just for a few photos or to impress someone. And to me, that's not worth it. In the end, I'm really excited to do another trip, and I want to ask you the question, are really expensive hotel rooms worth it in your opinion? Let me know your answer down below and hit the subscribe button if you want to learn how you can upgrade your mindset, money, and more.